those of you that might be thinking that you're not experienced enough or not educated enough to help out the church, I want you to realize something. Jesus Christ did not call kings and rulers to be his apostles. He did not call the rich or educated to be among the 12. He called the simple. He called the poor. He called the uneducated to be his leaders. Not saying this is you. What I am saying is, don't think you're not worthy to do God's work. Don't think you're not smart enough. And don't think because you're a sinner that you can't be chosen by God. If this were the case, we wouldn't have a church today. Jesus gave his apostles the grace to learn how to preach his word. He will not lead you to battle and leave you alone. God is calling you to be his hands and his feet, to be his voice and his love in the world. God does not call those who are prepared. He prepares those who are called. God will not give you a task you can't handle. God is not calling you to be a saint like St. Francis or Saint Cecilia, although they are great saints. He is not calling you to be like them. He is calling you to be your own saint. My close friend once told me, becoming a saint is becoming who God called you to be. It's not hard to be holy. It's simply being the person God calls you to be, which means be you. Be you for God's kingdom. Everyone usually gives me a hard time saying I'm too gangster looking or look too much like a thug or something. It used to bug me, until God told me not to change. Not to change because he calls his children from all different backgrounds, to make sure all the different areas are being preached to. Be who you are, but for God. Don't let nothing or no one stop you from serving God. When we answer to God on Judgment Day, we can't blame anyone else for us not serving him. God gave you talents and gifts. We must use them for his kingdom and not let them go to waste. So hear me when I say, if you got a dream, protect it. People want to tell you that you can't do something because they can't do it. If you want something, go and get it, period. Pursuit to happiness. If you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth, but you gotta be willing to take the hits. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky. The reason I quoted these lines is because no matter how hard you try to live for God, someone or something will try to bring you down or try to stop you. We can't give up at the first sight of trouble. In our daily life, everything is happening, but it is our turn that what should learn use or what should avoid. I see in my neighborhood, someone is abusing someone is loving someone is trying to destroy someone's life, and sometimes is trying his best to make someone's life. One side, we can trust everybody, and the other side, we can't trust anybody. For example, when you have been cheated a lot and you are going to do something which is totally dependent, then you don't want to trust anybody, but you have to trust. In our ongoing daily life, we learn a lot as well as we make many others to learn. As my observation, I come to know that maximum people make others learn based on their experiences and observations. So, many times we have listened those whom we don't want, because it is our nature to listen those whose ideas are similar to us. If we get that, we want to listen him more and more.